Lacey Beckham students, I'm Brooke Voakes.
And I'm Alex Johnson, and welcome back to ECSN.
On today's episode, we will be covering breast cancer awareness, student spotlight, man on the street, Halloween talk, Black Lives Matter,
band, pumpkin carving, ghost stories, and Fright Night.
Up first, we have Man on the Street, where Paris, Anthony, and Connor ask students Halloween-themed questions.
Hey Wando, I'm Paris King, and today we're going to see what Wando kids are up to this Halloween. What are y'all being for Halloween this year?
I mean an angel. Me and my friend are being Beavis and Butthead.
That's nice, I like that.
I think I'm going to be a plague doctor.
Nice.
Butterfly, sure.
Skeleton.
Do you have any Halloween traditions?
Well, normally, we just eat candy and go trick-or-treating.
Kind of trick-or-treating every now and then.
Yeah.
Candy. Yeah, candy. We get candy.
Sit in the house, watch movies, eat candy.
What's your favorite scary movie?
Scream.
Scream? That's a good one.
The Boy.
The Conjuring.
I liked The Quiet Place.
What's y'all's favorite Halloween song?
I don't know. Spooky, scary skeletons one from TikTok. There you go. Thriller.
Can y'all sing it?
Hathaway can. Maddie can. I can't sing.
You can. How does it go? Because it's a thriller.
I can't even remember.
Thriller.
I haven't
Sing.
Monster Mash.
Can you sing it for me?
No.
Have you been to Fright Night this year?
Not this year, but I have been before.
Are you going this year?
Probably not.
No, not yet. I was planning on going this weekend.
Yes. No.
How was it?
It was good. I'm going Saturday.
Fun.
Yeah, I went Saturday.
Fun.
Next, we will be covering Wando Band and the changes recently made in the program.
The Bands of Wando is a nationally recognized program that has performed in numerous competitions, including Grand Nationals, BOA Regionals, and has won 12 straight state championships. With the onset of COVID-19, the band has had to go about their season in a way they never thought possible.
When we got into school and we were able to start rehearsing, first the groups were around 10 kids at a time. Now we're around 50 and we're starting to try to build that as the district allows us to. But our rehearsals are more, let's say, 1 a week rather than 3 a week and a Friday night game and a Saturday full day.
What's different is that we would normally be pointed towards specific national, state, regional performances.
Students must check in when they get to rehearsals and answer 3 questions about fever, symptoms, or if they have been in contact with anyone who has COVID-19. If a student is sick or has any kind of fever, they are not allowed to go to rehearsals. Members of the band have double masks that have a slit to put their instrument through to play and still have everything covered.
There's information out there that's given us some direction and said, okay, make sure you're 6 feet apart like we all are, but at the same time we've taken our instruments, we have put bell covers on them to make sure that that's not a problem. Things when COVID started and we had to really rethink how we do things and what we're doing and how we do it and still stay safe.
This year the performances have been more around the community, in the community, football games.
Taken our band and we've broken it into smaller groups, like groups of 16, 20 or so. So
that pep band has given us a little bit of taste of real life, but I hope it's also given us a little bit more of a relationship in the band itself.
I think this has been really strange, but at the same time, the kids who have stayed with us are the ones who really want to be here. It's really clear to us that they're sticking with it, and so are we. It's not what we want to be doing, but we're doing the best we can with what we have. It's just figuring out how to do it and how to translate yourself across a computer. Hold for full value, so actually that tie goes all the way to beat 2, doesn't it? In the classroom, we've had to change our setup. Communication's a little more difficult because we're all masked or we're all spread out. I feel like the students have gone, you know what, this is important and we want to see it succeed and see it continue over time. it's not for everybody, and some of our students have decided not to stay along. The ones who have, it says a lot about them, who they are, and that we're learning probably a lot more about grit, about digging in right now, and being here when it's really not as fun, and having to work extra hard, and not really knowing what is next, and not knowing what the future could be, but doing it because you believe in something bigger than yourself.
This is Abby Mondello signing off for ECSN.
As many of you know, October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
Here's Brooke and Katie reporting on the Pink Promenade event in Mount Pleasant Town Center.
The Pink Promenade event in Mount Pleasant Town Center showcases the community's support for Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
We are so excited to host our second annual Pink Promenade Catwalk and Cocktails event. It is in support of the Roper St. Francis Breast Cancer Foundation. 100% of the proceeds of the tickets go to the foundation. There's not $1 taken out of your donation. We have a fashion show with breast cancer survivors as models. We have amazing entertainment by a local artist named Zandrina Dunning. Cannot wait to listen to her. We have food and bubbles from Savvy Cucina and Wine Bar, and we're featuring 9 of our stores that have the clothes for the models, and it's just going to be an all-around amazing afternoon. Well, unfortunately, we've had to limit the number of people that are allowed to attend. We have to be very careful, especially because some of the models are still undergoing some of their treatment. So we want to make sure that we are strictly following the COVID guidelines. And so to be able to everybody be here effectively and to still be able to enjoy themselves, we had to limit the number of tickets. So we are sold out for our event, which is unbelievably exciting. We wish, of course, we could have more people. As the marketing director for a shopping center, I feel it's really important to me to make sure that things that we do give back to the community. I know it's about shopping. I'm blessed to work in the best shopping center in the area. But to be able to partner with someone like Roper St. Francis Healthcare and to take a topic that is so important, especially October, Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and be able to put on an event and raise awareness and raise funds and showcase these amazing survivors. I find it very hard to know anyone who is not affected by breast cancer, whether it's your mother or your grandmother or your sister or your friend. Everybody is touched by this disease, myself included. And to be able to focus on this, it's such an important topic. Awareness, get your mammograms. Early detection is the best medicine for this disease. And so let's get this word out there. Let's celebrate these women who are surviving and show that survival is possible.
This is Katie Miller and Brooke Voakes reporting for ECSN.
Up next, we have Paris King with Student Spotlight.
My brand is FBGM Clothing, and I paint and design clothing. The specific reason for me creating my brand was because I struggled with finding clothing that fit. I find all of my pieces from thrift stores, and Altered Ego also provides me with clothing to design for them. I sell my clothing at Altered Ego downtown and on Instagram. I've probably sold around 50 plus pieces so far. 90% of the pieces that I do are custom for people. The price of a piece of clothing usually depends on the design, how big the design is and how detailed it is. Pieces can vary from 20 minutes to 7 to 8 hours. The goal for my brand is to have a website and to have all clothing that fits all sizes perfectly.
Fright Night is a very popular event here in Mount Pleasant for the Halloween season.
Here's Isabella and Matthew on more about the event.
What's up, Wando? I'm Isabella Davis. As you can see, I'm here live at Boone Hall Fright Nights. Today we're going to be taking a look at how Fright Night is different this year due to COVID and what you can expect to see.
Our company, Live Productions, has been the producer for the event. This is our 3rd season for this event, and I've been involved in this event in many different capacities for about the past 10 years. So obviously 2020 has been a different year for everybody and everything. I'm sure that we were going to be able to present this event safely and responsibly and still be able to have it. while also giving everybody the same entertainment experience that they've come to love and expect from this event. So this year, obviously, we've adapted and we've made a lot of changes to our operations for COVID-19 preparedness and our response to that. We've got about 3 dozen hand sanitizer locations throughout the property. We've got hand wash stations. We've got social distancing markers here in the lines, and probably one of the biggest things is that we've severely limited our tickets this year. So we're operating at about 20% of what we normally do during a Fright Night season, so that we can ensure not only that we're keeping everybody distanced and safe, but that we can still give the same show experience to everybody while keeping those groups. But we have 3 different attractions. We have Maximum Security, which is the one located right behind me. That's our traditional walkthrough attraction. It's loud, it's intense, it's dark. There are over 40 different animatronic and pneumatic triggers throughout it, plus a cast of 20 to 30 actors at any given time. We have Tiny's Toy Factory, which is a massive 25,000 square foot indoor-outdoor walkthrough attraction, which is all set to dubstep music, and it's just pure chaos from the moment you walk in to the moment you run out. And then we've got our perennial favorite. We've got the Scary Tales Haunted Hayride, which is about a 15 to 20 minute ride through the deep dark woods here at Boone Hall. So we're going to be open through October 31st. The event now runs every Thursday through Sunday through October 31st. Full calendar is available at boonehallfrightnights.com. That also includes our online ticketing options, which we have been selling out. In fact, I think we sold out almost every night last weekend, certainly on the Fridays and Saturdays, so we recommend people get on there, get those tickets early. We're open on the weeknights, our Thursdays and our Sundays, from dark until 9:30 p.m. And then on the weekends, the Friday and Saturday nights, the longer nights, we're open from dark until 11:30 p.m.
My name is John Allen Powell. I am the building and construction manager and actor for Boone Hall Fright Nights. My favorite, obviously, is Tiny's Toy Factory because it's kind of based off of my character that I've fleshed out over the past couple of years. And it's a fun show because with the dubstep music and everything, everybody lets their guard down because they have fun, and then they get scared really bad by whoever's creeping around the next corner.
Thank you, Isabella and Matthew. I think I'm going to swing by Fright Night and see what all the hype's about.
Same here. Now over to Anthony, Hollan, and Justin for Halloween Talk.
Welcome to Halloween Talk. I'm Hollan Hines.
And I'm Anthony Molyvade. We're here to discuss this weird year and how you can make the best of your Halloween.
We know that most places will be closed, but that shouldn't affect your traditional Halloween experience. However, if you do plan to go out, make sure that you wear a mask and follow the correct social distancing guidelines.
Places like Fright Night are still open, but if it doesn't fulfill your Halloween needs, you can always watch horror movies and decorate.
That's right. In fact, movie theaters across all of Mount Pleasant will be playing your favorite classic horror movies.
We're sad to say the CDC said not to go trick-or-treating. And here to discuss more on Halloween, we have a special guest, Mr. Bones. Give him a warm welcome.
Hey there, Mr. Bones. It's good to see you today.
Thank you, Hollan. It's a pleasure as always.
How are you feeling today?
Empty.
Great to hear it.
So, let's get right into it. What would you suggest doing for Halloween amidst the pandemic?
Well, now, I can't speak for everyone, but my favorite part about Halloween is the decorations. So I like to find some time to walk around and view everybody else's decorations, and maybe get some good ideas for myself.
Thanks, Mr. Bones.
Yeah, we love having you on our show.
Thank you for having me, guys, and happy Halloween.
That's all for our show, folks. I'm Anthony Molyvade.
And I'm Hollan Hines. Signing off for ECSN.
Up next, Jay and EJ have the scoop for 2 ghost stories in downtown Charleston.
On the corner of Meeting and Queen Street, there appears to be a fairly ordinary hotel for downtown Charleston. However, there is an unsettling story about the Mills House Hotel. The Mills House Hotel has a haunted history which employees and former guests can attest to. Many guests have reported seeing Confederate soldiers running up and down the halls, and a few claims have stated that one ghost was said to resemble the ghost of Confederate General Robert E. Lee. The hotel was used as a Confederate base during the Civil War, but was damaged in the fire of 1861. Now those soldiers are said to scan the halls looking for water in order to put out the fire, which was put out for good more than 150 years ago. The original Mills House was built in 1853 and designed by architect John E. Earl, and cost an estimated $200,000. It had an iron balcony across the front and an arcaded entryway. Although the Mills House that stands today is not the original, it is built to be a similar replica. It was built in 1968 and has allowed guests starting in 1970.
The Pugins Porch restaurant is believed to be haunted by 2 ghosts. Here we'll be focusing on one of them. This ghost went by the name of Zoe St. Amand. Pugins Porch is located off of Queen Street in downtown Charleston. Taking place in the early 1900s, Zoe was known as nothing more than a spinster. A spinster is an unmarried woman who is older than what is to be believed is the prime age to get married, and she is exactly that. Her wardrobe seemed to back it up too. She wore black dresses and frame glasses. Zoe and her sister Elizabeth both lived together and were very close. They did not care much about what was going on outside of their home, so they kept to themselves for decades. Unfortunately, Elizabeth passed away in 1945. With Zoe's lifelong best friend and sister passing away, her mental health declined rapidly. One night, Zoe had left her home, walking down the street, shouting her sister's name. One of the neighbors came out worried and took her to the hospital. She spent the last days of her life there. It is to be believed that Zoe haunts her old home, which is now Pugins Porch. Zoe still comes out to this day looking for her sister. There has been several reports of her presence from both staff and restaurant guests. Staff have reported her just wandering around the restaurant, and guests have also reported her doing the same thing, but not even realizing who it was. In addition, the hotel across the street has had reports as well. Reports say there was an older woman in the top floor window wearing a black dress and glasses. This is EJ Boyet and Jay Kuehmeier reporting for ECSN.
Now we will be looking at Jackson and Alex covering the Black Lives Matter movement.
Last month, we covered the Black Lives Matter movement and conducted an interview with a College of Charleston student who had experienced the protests in Charleston firsthand. We were able to gain insight on both their experience and personal views on the issue. This month, we conducted a follow-up interview with members of the police force to gain insight on their perspective. Here are some highlights.
What is your opinion on the Black Lives Matter movement and protests, as well as the recent incidents concerning it?
The movement, it's good to start conversations and hear what different people have to say about different topics. What happened downtown a couple months ago with property damage and a riot kind of situation, I think that was unfortunate. I would hope that we could come to a little bit better understanding before it got to that level. I think it impacted a lot more downtown that left some longer lasting effects, the business owners and everything going on.
The movement is a voice of many opinions. You know, when you look at Black Lives Matters movement, of course, this is a movement that started 2012, but we also have to pay the same respect of the purpose of the movement from previous movements. You have movements that created in the 60s, you have movements even created even before then. Just that the platform today, it just went global. It sends a negative vibe when you have a group, and it's I consider a small group, but when you have a group that have a different agenda, it sends a negative vibe to the positive objective versus compared to the negative.
How do you think we can put an end to this police brutality?
I think it kind of falls back on our selection process and our training again. Peer discipline, or keeping your fellow officers in mind. If there's a call that I'm on and I'm not of the right mindset, lieutenant might stop in and say, all right, well, let me take care of this. The worst thing you can do is sit by and let another officer do something that they're not supposed to.
The question you ask is, how do we put an end to police brutality? And where I counter that question is, when are we going to start holding people accountable? We have to look at the agency as well. So if the agency is not paying attention to citizens' complaint, if you're not paying attention to things, then you're going to most likely have police brutality. If you look at most of the officers who are involved with police brutality nationwide, the first thing that comes out of that investigation that makes it to all of us is what? They had 17 complaints. How is that being addressed? When you look at how do we stop police brutality, how do we start putting that accountability on the agency? How do we follow our protocol? I mean, I'm pretty sure they have it for students in school. It's the same process.
Do you have any advice for the students at Wando and or staff that attend any protest?
I think it's being prepared, kind of knowing what you're supporting. And I know here at Mount Pleasant Police Department, our leadership always makes it a priority to meet with the leadership of the group.
Know what you're going down there for. Don't just go because it's something that sounds good. To do photo ops, to put on your social page. This is real. This is serious. I highly recommend that when you do go down there, pay attention. By all means, be very aware of individuals who just want to be corruptive. If you have any concerns, talk to your SROs because they are highly trained, they're highly aware, and they will definitely have the best results for you.
This has been Alex Johnson and Jackson Marchell for ECSN. If you're looking for some pumpkin carving inspiration, Trinity and Emma have got you covered.
Hey, hi guys, my name is Claire. I'm Wanda's student body president.
I'm Cece. I'm the student body vice president.
And we are pumpkin carving today. I'm gonna do a traditional pumpkin Halloween jack-o'-lantern kids.
I'm also going to do that because this looks hard. Here we go.
So first, for 3 points, what is the only holiday that surpasses Halloween in annual customer sales?
Christmas. Halloween surpasses Thanksgiving?
Mm-hmm.
You're already ahead of me. I can't hit this off.
What is the most commercially successful horror movie of all time?
Oh, I've never seen a horror.
Halloween.
What about
Friday the 13th?
What is the one with, like, are there twins? The Conjuring. Is that what twins? I've never seen this. Okay, never
Friday
mind.
the 13th. Freddy Krueger. I don't know any Halloween
Eddie
movies.
Edward Scissorhands? No.
It was it.
Oh, I got it!
Good job.
I got it!
In what American state is it illegal to be a priest or a nun for Halloween?
Is it like...
Utah. I don't know.
I'm gonna go like... Illinois.
Alabama.
Oh.
Interesting. Alright, did not know that. Do you get arrested after?
So it's like a $500 fine or like less than a year in prison or in jail.
That is so interesting.
Imagine getting arrested and going to jail
Yeah,
for dressing
like
up
you're
like
sitting
a
next to
nun.
your cellmate and they're like, what are you in here for?
They're like
Just
torturing murder and then you're like dressing up like a priest.
Jesus.
In which country, for 3 points, did Halloween originate?
Ireland.
The Netherlands.
Oh, that was really good.
Claire, can you come look in here and see if I'm good? I've never carved a pumpkin before.
Have you never carved a pumpkin? Yeah. Oh my god, you're so good.
Okay.
You're so good.
What does the word Halloween mean?
Halloween.
Yeah, Halloween.
She
She
got
did,
it.
but I did know that one. Just had to put that out there.
What do they call Halloween in Spain, for 3 points?
Oh god, it's the Day of the Dead.
Yes. It is. You're right. You're right.
Which traditional Halloween game has its origins in a Roman harvest festival that honored the goddess of fruit trees?
Fruit trees.
Is it like apple bobbing? Like apple?
Oh! That does make sense.
What two colors are traditionally associated with the Halloween?
Orange and purple.
Orange and black.
Yes.
This is not Clemson.
Oh, we got a mouth.
We're close to a mouth.
We're close to a mouth.
Now, do you know what orange and black represent for Halloween?
Pumpkins and cats.
Is it like... Is it the confidence in your answer, and it was still wrong.
I don't care.
Not that I'm gonna be right. Is it like something to do with like the night?
So, okay, we
Oh,
got...
the harvest moon.
Actually, orange represents fall harvest and black represents death.
Oh.
So I'm not even gonna try and say that we were right.
This is a big mouth.
How many pounds of candy corn are produced every year?
In the United States, there's like everywhere. Is it even a thing everywhere?
I don't know the answer to that.
Pounds.
Your answer is pounds. 250,000.
I'm going with 750,000.
A whopping 35 million pounds.
Oh, I was closest. We were so off.
All right, for your final question, in what century did the tradition of trick-or-treating begin? In America.
1800s.
1700s.
The American tradition of trick-or-treating dates back to the 1920s.
Oh.
All right.
You think you're done?
I think I'm good.
Great job, you guys.
Thank you. Thank you.
What should we name them?
Yes, the names.
This is Larry. Larry.
Edith.
Edith and Larry.
That's like an old married couple.
They can be old and married. Oh.
By 1 point.
1 point.
Your president won.
There you go.
You want another pumpkin though, so I think like it's
I feel like I won.
Oh my god, look how cute it is!
Aww. Lollipops.
Oh my god, it's so cute! I guess I'll give you one, Cece.
That's it for this episode. I'm Brooke Voakes.
And I'm Alex Johnson.
Anchoring for ECSN.